Life in a greenhouse. Turning back to fossil fuels, what do you think of when you hear that term? Dinosaurs? Well, fossil fuels are called fossil fuels because they formed from the remains of prehistoric plants or animals, but not dinosaurs, that lived hundreds of millions of years ago. Coal is a major fossil fuel and, as mentioned earlier, a big source of carbon dioxide, the #1 greenhouse gas. Greenhouse gases got their name because they trap energy close to the earth, just like a greenhouse traps heat close to the plants, flowers, and trees to help them grow, even if the weather is cold outside the greenhouse. Carbon dioxide is the main greenhouse gas, but it's far from the only one. Methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone are the other major greenhouse gases, all of which have increased in the atmosphere since before you were born and even before I was born. It's important we work on limiting those too, in part because some of them, like methane, disappear from the atmosphere more quickly than carbon dioxide does. Just like with carbon dioxide, there are natural and man-made sources of methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. Livestock farming, think of cows and sheep, oceans and wetlands all contribute methane to the atmosphere. Though oceans give off most of the nitrous oxide emissions in the atmosphere, human activity generates a lot of nitrous oxide too, especially in farming through the use of fertilizers to help crops grow. The ozone, close to the Earth, most famous for being a component of smog, is all man-made. We'll talk more about ozone and smog in a bit. Hydrofluorocarbons, or HFCs, aren't yet one of the major greenhouse gases, but they're on their way. That's not a good thing. HFCs can trap more heat than carbon dioxide, somewhat ironic as they're used mainly in refrigeration and air conditioning. They're so worrying that they're known as super greenhouse gases because HFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, were used for similar purposes and caused similar concerns. Because the world was so worried about CFCs, every country committed in 1987 to phasing them out. Today, there are almost no CFCs used. That's a good thing, and it shows what can happen when the world works together. It's unfortunate CFC's replacements weren't much better. Many scientists think similar action is needed to phase out HFCs and find a greener alternative, or global warming will rapidly accelerate. The atmosphere, which is made up of layers of gases, acts like a blanket over the Earth. Some amount of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere is necessary to make sure we don't all freeze at night when the sun goes down. But in the last 10 to 20 years, greenhouse gases have increased to such high levels that they have trapped more and more heat close to the Earth's surface, turning our planet into a global greenhouse.